Hey guys, welcome to another video by Event Manager Blog, the first website for event planners. And today I'm in Anaheim, California. You'll know Anaheim for Disney, which is literally around the corner from here. But in addition to Disney, there's a lot going on in Anaheim, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that in a second. But before we delve into this, let's look at some history. Anaheim comes from the words Anna for Santa Ana River and Heim, German for home. The German influence is so present here with a lot of breweries blossoming over the past 5 years. In fact, if you visited the city earlier than 5 years ago, I invite you to come back because it's a completely different environment. There's been a strong investment in creating incredible state-of-the-art facilities. We'll show you a little bit of that. And a fantastic local business scene that participates and influences every event happening around here, all at a short walk distance. So let's have a look at what Anaheim has to offer. Join me. So I just got here at the Santa Ana Airport, which is one of the 4 airports you have available when you get to Orange County and Anaheim. If you're flying nationally, look at this. It literally took me 10 minutes from the flight to get my bag. It's already there, I already have it. This is a fantastic way to travel and avoid the LAX traffic, but you still have that option if you want to travel internationally. So big plus is little cute airport, which actually seems very new and renovated. So very great option to travel here for your group. The Anaheim Convention Center is where the action happens. The biggest trade shows and conventions happen here. But the great thing about it is that the campus, as they call it, is all walkable. So you have 2 major hotels, a plaza that you can shut down, more hotels on walking distance. So all your attendees can feel like they're part of a community while they're here for your event, get to know each other, get to network outside of the event. As well as inside. One of the things to know about the convention center is the new expansion that is going to be finished by September 2017, where 200,000 square feet are going to be added to the existing structure, bringing it to 1 million square feet.
That meeting professionals are designing experiences, different experiences, from yoga events to receptions on this plaza, right? And again, to take advantage of the weather. So weather is another huge advantage for us, different than most destinations, right? For us, there's no seasonality, right? So all year round, we have great groups coming in and taking advantage of this weather, and then proximity of everything in Southern California, and especially in Anaheim. You know, for us, walkability is huge, right? And so we have enough hotels here that can, house groups that are, 100,000. In fact, one of our largest groups is about 107,000 people. Wow. About 10,000 rooms on peak. So, and we have enough hotels that can house all of these people, and still within close proximity of the convention center, most of it walkability.
So as I told you earlier, Anaheim was funded by Germans. So beer is obviously a big deal here. We're at Unsung Brewery, one of the coolest places you want to bring your group to in Anaheim. We're in the Make building, an ex-marmalade factory. I mean, you can look at this place, it's quite amazing. So I'm going to be meeting Mike from Unsung in a second. I'm going to take you through some of the most incredible pairings and tasting that you can do with beer and superhero. All right, so Mike, thanks very much for having us here. Tell us more about the story. Why did you mix the concept of comic books and the name Unsung?
I've always been a huge reader of comics since I was a kid. It's my belief that the brewer is an unsung hero. To make this amazing glass of beer, they go through a huge, long, laborious day, extreme chemicals, high temperatures, confined spaces. Just a lot of dangerous things happen for this amazing product to come in a glass.
We're obviously talking to event planners here, and event planners are always thirsty for ideas. Do you have some cool ideas in terms of themes or events that you hosted here at Unsung?
Yeah, we do. So we're very, very big on education. and we're also big on food and beer pairing. We've done a lot of cheese and beer pairing events. We also have had people rent out the space, and it's been just a beer education where we walk them through the brewing process over the system over there, and just give them a little bit more explanation on how to do beer tastings and what types of flavors and aromas they're going to be looking for. It's a really good team building atmosphere as well.
All right, Mike, thanks very much for having us here. Guys, please do remember, Sun Brewery in Anaheim, really the place where you're going to get the best beer experience for your guests. Right guys, next up for you, a piece of history, the House of Blues. We're in the foundation room. This is the VIP of the House of Blues. This is one of the most exclusive and really incredible rooms of this place. It's been built upon the original VIP of the Sunset Boulevard location. And you may ask, what happens if I'm hosting my event here in the foundation room and there's a concert happening next door? I'm going to tell you in a second. So what happens is, if there's a concert happening right here where I'm standing right now in the biggest room of the house, actually nothing happens to your event next door because the venue is completely soundproof and you can have concurrent events that do not interfere with each other. It's an amazing possibility to really have your own feel and vibe regardless of what room you're using. And the place is incredibly flexible. Another great thing to know is that the venue is owned by Live Nation. That gives you full flexibility in terms of AV that you can get in-house, but also decor. You can get the best bands in the world booked for your event, from an impersonator to the real deal. This place screams for excitement, engagement, playfulness. Have a few drinks, enjoy yourself after a long day of meetings. Maybe you're here in town for a convention. This is the perfect place to have a social program and get attendees to mingle. We're here at the Anaheim Packing House. Let's have a look at what's inside. So this is an original citrus packing plant from 1990. This building is full of history, an attraction in itself. I mean, if you bring your attendees here, they're going to be wowed just by entering it. As you can see, it's a mini mall made of different local and sustainable food and drink options. It's on 2 different levels. You can try anything here, from scavenger hunts to food tasting. So if your attendees are really looking for that twist, that unexpected item in their usual boring social program, this is the place you want to bring them. Fantastic food, fantastic drinks, incredible music, you get it all. I've been told there's a secret place in the Anaheim Packing House. Apparently it's a speakeasy from back in the days where alcohol was illegal. And I've been also told that it has something to do with rabbits. So really looking around, guys. I mean, if you can help me out here, because I don't know, do you see any? Right, I think I see it. Managed to get into the Blind Rabbit. Actually, it's not that tough. You really need a reservation. It's a beautiful event space for your guests. And the packing house is amazing. It's really vibrant. There's a lot going on. But if you want that type of intimacy, exclusivity, almost scarcity, you want to host your group in here. where the vibe of the 1920s is being recreated in an original speakeasy. So fantastic cocktails, fantastic drinks. I'm going to be meeting Rob in a while, which is going to take us through the latest trends in cocktails and some innovative ideas for your guests.
We didn't want it to feel fancy, we wanted it to feel warm and cozy. And so in our interpretation of what a speakeasy would be like, all of the things that we've acquired to decorate the inside of the restaurant came from different thrift shops and Goodwills, and the purpose behind that was if the group of us had created a speakeasy together, we would spend more money on the alcohol and less on the furniture. And so that's why everything's hodgepodge together, rarely everything matches, but it feels eclectic and it feels timely. Now, we have a cocktail that has gained us a lot of notoriety and some popularity, and it's called the Wakeboard. And it's a punny name because the glass gets so hot because of the fire that you need to wait for it. But it's a rum-based drink, pineapple and vanilla, finished off a little bit of 151 and powdered cinnamon. Then we set the whole thing ablaze, and the idea is it's not only a show visually, but you'll smell it. And then when you taste it, it's a fantastic cocktail.
So we're at the Anaheim Marriott Hotel. If you work in the event industry, you know what Marriott stands for. This property specifically is conveniently placed next to the convention center, walkable distance. But more than that, there's an attention to the experience of events. And I've been told there's a special experience waiting for us, so I can't wait to try it. Let's go and have a look. Right, so I'm here with David, executive chef of the Anaheim Marriott. Thanks very much for having us today.
Love to have you.
I can't wait to try all these amazing food and drinks you've lined up for us.
Today we have some roasted Anaheim chilies and some Spanish chorizo. What we do with the Anaheim chilies is we roast them, and then the bake shop downstairs actually makes a chili jam.
You can see this food tells actually a story of the local community and how it's coming together in a very innovative and forward-thinking way.
We do it right in front of the guests, and we set it up exactly like this with fresh ingredients, like Chef David was saying. And it's just another way for the salt block, it's just another way of presentation. It gives it another flavor. It gives us another advantage instead of just having it on the Evo grill.
That is a sous vide machine where the cryovac lamb that's been pre-marinated is cooking for long periods of time that tenderizes the lamb in itself or any other protein you'd like to do, and then holds it at that certain temperature. And then when we finalize it in the searing of the grill, the end product ends up being much more tender, much more cooked evenly.
Okay, so what we did here was just a fun play of s'mores. Who doesn't love a toasty s'more, right?
Yeah.
So we've got some graham cracker crumbs here, and we just plated it like so.
One of our classic cocktails, the Aviation, except here we do little things a little differently and still cater to what's new in the industry right now.
The cocktails, what we've seen here, it's the story that we're telling through the food other than the food itself. We're exposed to food every day, we've seen it all. It's how you make it that as such an integral part of an event. So thanks very much for having us.
You're very welcome.
The next one on the list is about escape. Escape rooms, escape games are becoming extremely popular with event planners, especially in team building and corporate events. In this case though, we have a bus here. I'm going to test it out for you. I'm a bit scared. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. Alright, I'm out! This was so fun. It's a great activity. I got outside of my comfort zone. So yeah, it's a great one for your attendees. So yeah, until the next one. So that's it for me today. I had a blast in Anaheim. Fantastic people, great vibes, amazing food, fantastic experiences you can transfer to your audience. despite the presence of the amazing Disneyland, you have also a very unique feeling of intimacy or business, because the facilities available to event planners are really state-of-the-art. You are really in control when it gets to Anaheim. The opportunities are endless. We'll be back here planning more events. This video would have not been possible without the help of our friends at Visit Anaheim. That's it for me today. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Julius Solaris.